Qiuyuan's kit is finally here, and after looking through what he does, Qiuyuan is going to be our first ever echo skill damage buffer, meaning that he's going to solve a lot of problems that a couple of previous characters had. So in today's video, we're going to go over what his kit does and how useful it is, what characters can work with him, what's his best team options, and how much is he going to affect your account. So without further ado, this is Qiuyuan to pull or to skip. But before we continue with the video, Qiuyuan Games has been constantly releasing back-to-back banger characters that you may want on your account. But thanks to today's sponsorship, LD Shop, they are the perfect site to help you get the currency you need at affordable prices. LD Shop is the perfect site to acquire not only Loot Knight but other in-game purchases at quite the affordable prices, starting at 15% off, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a drill, 15% off. As a Wuthering Waves player myself, getting not only the Loot Knight subscription but also the premium battle pass by using LD Shop is like having Zani personally give me a back massage while she's going absolutely. And the whole process was really super simple. All you need to do is use your game UID from Wuthering Waves, choose the specific server you're playing on, choose your desired purchase, wait 5 minutes after the top-up completion, and voila! Thanks to LD Shop's affordable prices through official ways, your account is now blessed because of them. This also just doesn't go for Wuthering Waves. We can use LD Shop for Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, PUBG Mobile, and much more, okay? And not only is LD Shop safe, but also trusted among the entire gaming industry. And with multiple 5 stars on Trustpilot, you're not gonna have to worry about any pesky Fraxidus members tampering with your account. What the hell are you doing here? They also have amazing customer support, so if you have any issues, they'll be able to help you with whatever issues you may come across right away. So if you're interested in using LD Shop, you can use my link in the description below to save up to 5% off on all your purchases over at LD Shop. And once again, thank you LD Shop for sponsoring today's video. So first things first is his kit, and Qiuyuan is going to be scaling off of both heavy attack and echo skill damage, meaning he's our second solo character to scale off of 2 damage types. His basic attack has 3 strings and is rather unique in the sense of you need to use his heavy attack to use his 4th string. His resonance skill is going to have 2 versions. The first one where you just press the skill button that just deals damage, and the second one where you hold down the skill button that allows him to travel a set distance that will also allow him to attack enemies. And these both are considered echo skill damage. His ultimate is going to deal damage considered echo skill damage and also buff everyone's crit damage up to a max of 30% for every extra 1% of crit rate Qiuyuan has over 50%. Now, if you have any sort of skills in mats, that means you're going to need 15% extra crit rate for Qiuyuan, meaning that you're going to need 65% max crit rate on Qiuyuan to get the max crit damage buff. And this buff will also last for 30 whole seconds. So Qiuyuan's forte circuit is going to enhance his basic attack once you have 200 soliloquy and allow his basic attack to deal a 4-strike combo that's considered heavy attack damage. His forte, once you reach 400 soliloquy, will grant him the bamboo shade effect that will boost the entire team's echo skill damage by 30% for 30 seconds. And lastly, once you reach the max 600 soliloquy, Qiuyuan will enter the Ink Splash of Mind state, and this will enhance his basic attack, and once you use his heavy attack, it will not only consume all of the soliloquy, but will also make him use a 3-hit combo that's considered using an echo skill. And in order to build up soliloquy, you can generate 100 soliloquy each by using the 3rd string of his basic attack, using the entire combo of his enhanced basic attack, and performing a dodge counter. You can also get 400 by using his intro skill. And speaking of his intro skill will deal damage and allow him to use his 3rd basic attack string. His outro will deal damage and buff echo skill damage by 50%. His first passive will grant him a buff once he enters his enhanced state, which will allow the enhanced heavy attack 3-strike combo to generate 30 concerto energy on hit. And his second passive will allow him to gain a 10% attack boost, but in order to get the attack boost, you're going to need to use an echo skill, and then the next time you generate soliloquy, you will get the attack boost. So yeah, Qiuyuan's kit is not only meant for dishing out damage, but also buffing echo skill damage. While his kit is more on the simplistic side, as the game's first ever echo skill damage buffer, he's performing his job rather well. Especially with the fact that he can buff not just one character's echo skill damage, but the entire team's echo skill damage, meaning that there's zero restrictions when it comes to how much characters he can buff. So when it comes to how much characters Qiuyuan can work with, it's honestly not that impressive at the moment. However, Galbrenna is going to be the first character on this list, and this makes sense because Galbrenna does scale off of echo skill damage. And with Qiuyuan being a sub DPS, he's not going to be taking up much time on the field. He can also buffer crit damage, which allows it to deal more damage. Next up is going to be Frolova, and yes, she finally got her echo skill damage buffer that she always wanted. With half of her kit being used for her Echo Hecate and also scaling off of Echo skill damage, Qiuyuan was essentially made for her. And there's also the fact that she benefits from the crit damage buff as well. And Cantarella is going to be the last option on this list. And honestly, everything I said for the previous two applies to Cantarella as well, so I won't repeat myself. And yeah, the reason why I'm not adding any DPS characters on this list is solely for the fact that there are better options compared to Qiuyuan. While sure, the 30% crit damage buff is good and all, but I don't think that's nearly enough to sub out someone like Shorekeeper to use him on teams outside of echo skill damage teams. And well, speaking of teams, Galbrenna, Qiuyuan, and Frolova is one of the best options in today's video. This entire team is just a win-win for everyone. With both Galbrenna and Frolova scaling off of echo skill damage, Qiuyuan can easily provide buffs for both of these characters. And with Frolova being able to buff heavy attack damage, this team is on par with her Monofusion team, if not better. Galbrenna, Qiuyuan, and Cantarella is essentially like the budget version of the Frolova team. Although Cantarella doesn't provide any solid buffs for Galbrenna, her Echo Summoning can allow her to max out Galbrenna's Afterflame to dish out even more damage. Galbrenna, Qiuyuan, and Mortefi is going to be your free-to-play option, and this is because Mortefi can not only provide follow-up attack damage, but can also buff Galbrenna's heavy attack damage. Galbrenna, Qiuyuan, and Shorekeeper is another option. I don't think I need to explain why Shorekeeper's here, with her being the new Verena, of course. And speaking of Verena, you can also sub out Shorekeeper for Verena if you don't have her on your account. Because, you know, it's kind of crazy, you know, we're in big 2025 and you still don't have Shorekeeper. Like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? And lastly, Qiuyuan, Frolova, and Mortefi is another option if you're looking to use him as a main DPS. Now, here comes the question. Should you pull Qiuyuan or not? And quite frankly, I don't think you should pull for him for your account. And after watching this video, you should understand why I say no. While Galbrenna's situation more depends on the player, Qiuyuan's kit was specifically made for echo skill characters in mind, regardless of how much damage he does. And with only 2 characters in the game that currently scale off of echo skill damage, he just doesn't have the flexibility of your average character. Now, I know people are going to put him on teams with Mortefi and Shorekeeper and will also showcase him as a main DPS, but if you don't have Shorekeeper, I highly doubt your Qiuyuan team is going to feel good playing with Verena on your team. And the only reason I'd recommend pulling Qiuyuan is if you're going to pull him as an investment character for the future. But listen, everyone's different, okay? And you should pull Qiuyuan regardless of his importance. Because if you like him, then that's pretty much all that matters, because I was going to pull him, and I don't have any other characters mentioned on this list, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My Discord server is live right now, so make sure to check that out whenever you can. And also, make sure to press the hype button down there. You know, it really helps the video out. Yeah, please do. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees. And I will see you all in the next Wuthering Waves video. Signing off.
'Cause I've been so tired. I don't wanna fight, but you're a liar. I need your help, cause the situation's dire. I'm so sick of using people to get higher. Yeah, we can take a pill.